Hello everyone and welcome to Accounting for Foreigners. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Iskra Kirilova and I'm a founder and manager of Crystal Account Consulting, a company that is providing accounting and tax consulting services in Bulgaria. I'm making those videos to be as a help of foreigners who start doing business in Bulgaria. And of course, these videos cannot cover everything. I have no claims to provide totally complete and detailed info. If you need more complete service, feel free to contact me. But the main point here is to mark up the milestones of the process and the basic aspects of the activity you need to consider when you are doing business in Bulgaria. I promised you last time to tell you more about the taxes and the tax system in Bulgaria. I will start with listing the main laws which are applicable for the business in Bulgaria, and they are the following: Corporate Income Tax Law, Personal Income Tax Act, Value-Added Tax Act, Labor Code, Social Security Code, and some others, but those ones are the main which regulate the business in Bulgaria. When we are speaking about taxation, you should make clear difference between the two areas of taxation in Bulgaria. One is the taxation of the income, and the other one is the part related to the social contributions of income and employees' salaries, etc. Corporate Income Tax Act is the most important one related to doing business in Bulgaria. And here you should know the following. The main tax rate is 10%. It is a flat tax rate and it is applicable on the company profit. Except for some very specific activities which are subject to alternative taxes like gambling, ship operations, and some others, most of the cases you have 10% flat tax rate. When speaking about corporate income taxes, you should have in mind also the following. There are withholding taxes in Bulgaria for some income with origin Bulgaria, and those type of income is taxed in Bulgaria. We are speaking here about the following: management and control remunerations, licenses, technical services. Here we have mostly consulting services, marketing research, etc. All those services are subject to withholding tax deducted and paid in Bulgaria in cases you pay them to foreign companies or individuals. Also, you have tax on the dividends paid from the company to the capital owner. The rate is 5% and it is payable here in Bulgaria in most of the cases. Also, when it comes to corporate income tax, you should have in mind some taxes on some specific expenses, like representation costs, like social costs, etc. What comes to personal income tax, it is more or less covering the same aspects of the activity, but it is designed for individuals, not for companies. If you have employees in Bulgaria, you should have in mind that you have to deduct personal income tax from their salaries paid here in Bulgaria and transfer it to the state budget via your company. Again, the tax rate is 10% and it is a flat tax rate. Currently, does not depending on the amount of the income. And speaking about salaries, you should have in mind the social contributions which you are obliged to pay in Bulgaria for you as a capital owner and for the employees you hire here. Social contributions in the classic case of third category work, the mask case in Bulgaria, are approximately 33% on the remuneration which is paid to the employees, and it is divided in a specific proportion between the company and the employee. The one that is on a company account is a pure cost for your company. The one that is on employee account is deducted from its gross salary and transferred to the state budget via your company. Also, you should know that there are minimum and maximum social contributions basis income, depending on the main company activity and the class of this respective position. There is a big table defining all those social contribution bases. It is based on the activity of the company from one side and the class of the position from the other side. Even if the employee salary is lower than those numbers stated in this table, the company still has to pay social contributions on the predefined minimums. The minimum is 610 Bulgarian leva currently and is equal to the minimum salary in the state, and the maximum is 3000 Bulgarian leva. You should also know that the obligation for payment social contributions depends only on the fact that there is some work done and not from the nationality of the worker. It's also valid for you as a capital owner and for your company. The moment your company starts activity, you as an owner and so-called self-insured person, you start to pay social contributions immediately. Usually, the capital owners pay social contributions on the minimum of 610 Bulgarian leva, and at the end of the year, they fix the differences, if there is any, with their personal income tax declaration. What comes to the VAT? Currently, value-added tax rate in Bulgaria is 20% on the majority of the deals. There are some exceptions, like for instance 9% for touristic services, and also from 1st of July 2020, this year, some other activities like restaurant and catering services, like baby food, like books, are a subject of reduced tax rate of 9%. This is a temporary measure and for a limited period of time, and this is a part of anti-crisis measures taken in Bulgaria due to the COVID crisis. You should also know that the obligatory registration in Bulgaria is applicable when your company has a 50,000 Bulgarian leva turnover income for a period of 12 months. But if you are a foreigner, you are more likely to have trans-border deals, and in that case, the VAT Act provides special registrations for this type of activity. Therefore, I highly encourage every company owner in Bulgaria, the moment he registers his company, the same moment he makes a voluntary VAT registration of his company. And this is just to avoid any fines for something missed, for something forgotten in the future, because there are many exceptions in which your company is obliged to be registered according to the VAT Act in Bulgaria. On top of that, still, the main subject is that you are a foreigner doing business in Bulgaria and has a Bulgarian registered company. You should have in mind the following. There are cross-border matters, and usually they are applicable for most of you. You should consider the following. There are some agreements which are above the national law and which are applicable just to avoid double taxation of cross-border operations, companies, people moving, etc. In terms of income taxes, you should have in mind double taxation agreements signed between Bulgaria and many countries, all European ones, but not only them. These agreements are with higher priority than the local tax law, and their special purpose is to allow avoiding of double taxation, both on companies and on individuals. In terms of social contributions, you should have in mind the following. It is Regulation 883 of the European Union, which regulates the same matter, avoiding double social contribution charge, the applicable law, and the free movement of people for work and life purposes within the whole European Union. Also, for several states, there are social security agreements signed with those states regulating the same matter as the one in Regulation 883, but in cases with non-EU states. Usually, these are the neighboring countries like Serbia, Macedonia, Turkey, Russia, but also some other states like South Korea and Canada. If you need more detailed and precise info and professional service, feel free to contact me by any of the channels I have provided. My contact details are in the description of the video and also below here in this video, and I can take care of this matter for you. You can reach me on the email, on the website, via the Facebook or LinkedIn page of Crystal Account Consulting and my personal ones. Also on YouTube channel Accounting for Foreigners. Feel free to subscribe and follow the videos I'm going to upload there each week. I highly encourage you to ask questions, free questions for specific cases, to ask for the unclear matters you are interested in, and I'll do my best to answer you all. I'm at your disposal for personal consulting service too. I'm gonna be glad to answer you and to help you with your specific case related to setting up your business in Bulgaria. Next week, I'm gonna tell you more about some specifics related to hiring personnel in Bulgaria. Until then, thank you very much. Stay tuned, stay fine, and see you next week. Bye!